Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Check Show!
Ahoy hoy, friends!
Ahoy hoy! It's Friday, and you know what? I don't have my glasses. I'm a mess.
Isn't that them sitting right next to you?
Those are not these are the I'm reading a paper glasses and not I'm looking at my computer glasses.
Okay, I'll find them. You know, I was about to say the lighting was good, the sound was on, everything is in order.
Apparently the sound is not on?
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Can you not hear us? Oh, the sound is fine. Okay, good.
Was that an April Fool's prank?
Oh, minifig chick, you're terrible.
That was an April Fool's prank.
I see how it is. Yeah,
There's your glasses so people know who you are.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. I needed that. And there you go. There we go.
Oh, hi.
Hi, everyone. And you know what I'm going to do? I meant to do another quick thing before we started that I didn't do. So can I leave you for a moment? Will you be all right?
I guess. Sure. That's always my favorite. As I look around the table here.
You have stuff to talk about. Why don't you talk about that? And I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'll just let you know this is how Flynn is leaving this year. What I am tasked with talking with you about is this elephant of vintage provenance. It's just totally posable. But so this is what he left me with. Not any like cat up a tree story, not any Lego news.
You can tell a story.
Well, I'm not sure that I have a story prepared.
Okay, I had to put my Friday shirt on.
You know
it's the last Friday show, so I had to have my Friday shirt on.
Oh, you know, I actually do. Now that you're back, I actually do have a story. Lego today posted what I have to suppose is an April Fool's joke.
It is.
They posted a picture of the case that once held the wooden duck. And they said that the wooden duck has vanished. And at first I thought, how did someone do that? They opened the case and got the duck out the door. But Mel Caddick, Lego designer Mel Caddick, said that the whole thing was a real quack up. So I think it's an April Fool's
just
joke.
A teensy bit.
Yeah, come on here, sit in my lap.
So somebody asked, yes, Boone is actually going to be a Lego designer.
Yep.
So now Aaron and Boone.
This is true.
We'll settle.
Yeah.
We'll settle for the Lego house.
No,
but I'm super happy for them.
No April Fools. Boone is picking up with his family and going there, and they're going to have a big adventure in Billund, and I cannot wait to see what Boone builds.
I know.
Do we have to pay royalties because I just said Boone builds?
I don't think so. So yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Boone.
Well, do tell.
He already has the media training.
It's true. He does already have the media training. So hopefully that means we'll be able to visit with him.
Oh, we might
and we will see him on when we go to Billund in September.
Yep.
Yeah. So very exciting stuff. So he owes us for product placement. Maybe you're right. I'm calling him right now.
Wow, where did these come from? We have all these creepy stickers.
Those were a Christmas present from Minifig Chick. Monster Squad stickers.
Scary, very scary. Thanks, Minifig Chick.
So yeah, here we are. It's our last Friday show.
It is for the time being.
For the time, sure, for the time being.
We're on hiatus.
For the foreseeable future. That's what I like to say. For the foreseeable future. We'll consult the magic 8-ball at some point down the road. So yeah.
So if you want to see us after today, other than in person at Lego conventions and other fun places, come hang out with us all on Sunday.
Yes, we'll be here on Sundays now. We are also testing out a new format for doing review videos, which will be kind of standalone videos. I'm now, whether we are able to stick to this or not, is I'm aiming for no more than 10 minutes long.
We could do that. Well, it's like
all those quick review, not like, because I feel like there's other places that heavily, like Brothers Brick, who like heavily cover every part and bit of a new set, and I feel like we don't need to. There's somebody already covering that.
We'll give you. We'll provide our opinion.
Our 10-minute opinion.
We'll do 10-minute opinions. It's like those things, like whether they're like building a maple birdhouse or cooking a new thing, and you're an influencer on the web, and it's this super complicated process, but they make it all happen in 2 minutes by cutting out all the hard parts. No chopping, no grinding. It's just assembly. That's what you'll see from our reviews.
So, and so we'll be doing, and of course, we're going to be working on I got to show you this because I'm really proud of it that we've been working on.
What, version 3?
Version 3, yes. So, that we're doing this mythology piece for the Lego house. And we've been going back and forth about how we're going to do the labyrinth. What's it going to be like?
I know. Where is it going to be?
Where, how, when?
Do our inspirations go back further than Clash of the Titans? We actually went back to Homer.
Simpson. But I worked on this earlier this week.
The Greek poet laureate Homer Simpson.
No, I think we should show a little bit of like before and after. Okay. So you want to grab the other one? It's out there somewhere, I think. So we had
here's part of it. Here's the outer walls.
So we had worked on this outer walls, which I know we showed before.
Well, just even before this one, the first thing was laying out the pattern of the labyrinth, and were the paths going to be navigable by a minifigure, or were we going to do forced perspective? So there was a lot of jumbling that around. And then in our piece, we wanted to do this thing we've done before, which is paint light with bricks. And so this side over here was on the dark side, far away from the sun. This was on the light side, and we used shadow colors for each of the color palettes. So this was our first painting of it. And then Flynn remembered the base to another piece that he had done that I helped with the base on. That was very well received.
Yeah, this Medusa thing, and I had made a little frieze on the bottom part, right? Hey, Pink Wheels 3, how's it going?
Like a Greek sculptural frieze,
right? So not a tasty frieze. So this is the new version of the labyrinth. You can see we're still finishing up the inside part of it, the walls and stuff, but this is going to be the new outside feature.
Yep, and that is dark blue, not black. So in the very brightly lit gallery, I think you'll be able to see very well the blue and gold, almost like lapis.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how this will, like, when we get it finished.
And you already showed the secret about the skylight, right?
I did, but we can show it again. So we found out also, you probably already
Pink Wheels 3, super Greco-Roman.
I know, don't stop me if you've heard this before. We can't use lights, although at first we thought we were able to, but we can't use lights now. So
we only thought that for 2 years.
We only thought it for 2 years. So to make up for it, we've decided to create our own lighting by making some holes in the top portion of our model that will let light down into the bottom. And one of the ways we're doing it is we have attached a clear 16 by 16
base plate.
Base plate to the bottom that is, trans clear, and hopefully the lights of the case will shine down through the clear bottom of that.
And if we're real lucky and physics continues to hold and the angles of the lighting are right, we'll actually get a dappled pattern of light down in the underworld.
So that's how we're doing for this. But anyway, it's coming along. Really excited about how it's going to look when it's done. So.
There's a satyr standing in for Theseus entering the labyrinth.
So there you go.
People are going to be so sick of our talking about Greek mythology.
Well,
it stood the test of time.
They won't have to hear it on Fridays anymore. So there you go.
Pretty soon we should probably say hi to people.
We should say hi to everybody. Chat. So let's go ahead and say hello, populate that chat window there so that we can see who all is here. I'm going to go over to the place where we have that list. So how about pins? Why don't we do pins while we're waiting for everybody to I see that you've picked a Richard classic.
What's that? Yes, I picked a classic, one of my favorites. I'm not afraid to wear the same thing twice. Heck, I'll wear it every day if I like it enough.
Sure.
So
Robot Chip
as a robot right there.
And I have got now this I feel like this is meaningful, especially right now, that there's a lot of hoopla going around about Disney and LGBTQIA plus characters and all that fun stuff. So I thought this was the best appropriate pin for today, and that is my jewel
sparkly
rainbow Mickey Mouse.
Are those genuine diamels?
They are. Yes.
I like that a lot.
There we go. All right. So I do like that.
You know what Flynn didn't mention in the building this labyrinth 3 times? I don't like unbuilding. Once I've built it, I like it to be the thing.
Oh, he
but
hates it.
You know what happened? So Flynn said, how about this? What if we do this for the outside treatment? And I thought that's a great idea. And immediately I started getting kind of defensive because I knew immediately that it meant completely blowing away this like very time involved plate construction. And I knew it, but I came around. He allowed me to come around to it and say, yes, we can destroy this thing we spent so much time on to build something better.
To build something better. Sometimes you just got to rebuild.
It was great. You let me find my own way there.
I did. All right. So we're going to, let's say, hi to everybody. So today we've got Amper Up 9 is here, Brickanista, Brookside Bricks, Bubs and Lava Bat, Chief Brick Geek, Chris New Job started, Jaden to Zimbabwe Chalice. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
We've got Cup of Bricks is here, Darren Siegfried, Fabufan MKE, Gergonzola, Hooded One. It's pronounced Cook. And I know who that is. Jake Sadovich is here. Hey, Jake. JC Hustle, Ken Olson, Lisa Head, Yano River Blue. Hello, Maraid is here. Hi, Maraid. Kicking off the Emscapades, Maraid, Minifig Nick, Monica Berry, and Modo, and Ms. Slow Brickta. And Minifig Chick is here too. She's just restarting her business there. So we've got Pink Wheels 3. Hello, welcome back. Good to see you.
Rob Ketcherside.
Rob Ketcherside is here. Sarah Silverman. Seth Motion Movies. Hello, the Brick Cove. Hi, Aubrey. We've got Zach Martinez. Zarakino Kim is here. Hi, Kim. So glad to have you here. And Zissou is here as well. And I know, formerly Grogon. And now I keep seeing people popping into the list. Drew Dershel is here. Hi, Drew. Let's see, who else do we got? Who else popped in here while we were
maybe Brickham's Den?
Brickham's Den is here. Rick is here. Hello. Oh my goodness, so many.
Well, hi to everyone on this lovely Friday.
Very good. Yes. Oh, sorry, I said because I'm here too, just lurking because I'm in a meeting.
Actually, I got special dispensation to be here today.
You did, as did someone else got special dispensation to be here today.
Well, you know it's a green room because of the green hoodie.
It's true. Who could it be? I don't know. It is it's Moto.
Oh, hi. I'm here.
Seat of Your Pants Productions. I almost said feet of your pants. Wow, I'm really
that's a whole different
That's
thing.
a whole different story. That's a whole
real
different
story.
Yeah, we don't want to broadcast that on internet smell-o-vision. That would be bad. I do have a pin for you.
Oh, is that okay? Now I am going to say something, and I may be completely wrong, but is that Charizard?
It is Charizard.
What? I knew a Pokemans.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I knew a thing.
It's the stage 3 Charizard, which my son uses this card to absolutely obliterate me every time we play. So there it is.
Okay.
Wow, I was pretty sure it was a Pokemon. That's as far as I got.
You should be. I'm just gonna say you should be really impressed because there's no way I don't know much about the Pokemons, but I definitely have learned by osmosis over the years and just like seeing things.
We come after you. Watch out. Watch out.
Oh my goodness. Well, pop out here.
Yay pins.
Yay pins. So, gosh, I get a bonus point, says Hooded One. Hooray! All right. So we've got, it was a challenge week this week. So what have you got going on today? What's going on? What's Moto building? What are you working on right now, Moto? Oh, you got your shirt on.
Okay, yeah, I can show you something. It's kind of gross.
Uh-oh.
Or it's not well put together. That's how I should phrase it.
Okay. Oh,
ooh, I wouldn't consider that gross.
Is this what's the Pokemon Meowth?
It's not Mewtwo. No, it's just a cat.
Mewtwo?
It's just a cat.
It's just a cat. But I mean, this is like the follow-up to Sir Meowth-a-Lot, right?
Yeah, it's just another polytexture thing I've been working on.
Oh, just another one of those.
Hey, would you show us the inside?
It's a nightmare.
Oh
whoa.
My gosh.
Makes it look easy from the outside.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's when you reduce the size, it gets really nasty and gnarly to get all the stuff to fit together.
So given that most of those plates are attached with 2 studs on one side and 2 studs on the other, how swooshable is it versus like it wants to deconstruct itself?
I can hold it like this. That's about it.
Cool. Yeah.
As you can tell, I can only hold it at very specific points. Yeah,
I love the long ears
I've ever put together.
The long ears are very cool. Oh, it looks like we have another guest in the green room.
I'll let Blair tell me if I got the shape right, because I've been staring at cat photos way too much.
I don't know. It looks great.
It looks like one of those hairless cat ears. They always have those big giant ears, like, you know.
Yeah, I ordered some whisker pieces. I'm just waiting for Bricklink. You guys know
the nose is very cute.
Hey, Jake Eric. Oh, so like I just mentioned, we actually have somebody else in the green room. I did invite a few guests on today to celebrate, say goodbye to Fridays. And that happens to be Mr. Bricks O'Brien. Hi, Brian.
I'm here for 2 reasons, and 2 reasons only. One, we needed more Pokemon representation, not Pokemans, Pokemon.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh,
I got plenty of Pokemon in the background. Okay. And secondly, I don't want to be the only or Moto to be the only person with cats and whatnot. So I have this hand knit cat hat. It's supposed to be a cat from my book that a fan of mine made. So I wanted to wear it and show it off a little bit, but mostly about the Pokemon. So
that is awesome.
That is awesome.
Happy Friday. Thank you for inviting me.
There you go.
There's another Pokemans.
Yes, I love the
we'll match your blue.
I want these 2 up here. Take a guess what the name of that Pokemon is. Take a wild guess.
Oh,
was that the one? Is that the one we were just talking about? Hang on. I got to make Moto the big screen because our grandpa eyes.
No one in the chat spoil it yet. I want to see what the guess is.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
Moto, do you know what it is?
Poodle do? I don't know. What?
Poodle do.
It's not Poodle do.
I don't know.
I mean, you got it with the P. You're technically close. And
Jake Eric.
Jake Eric got close. Primarily, what? Not Primarina.
Primarina stage.
Primarina.
So you were in the P's. You were close. It was
So
the essence
before
of P.
Marina, it's pre-Marina.
Yes, Primarina, like kind of like Prism, almost.
Yes.
Not really.
And Yana says it's Poodle do now. It's
Poodle
true.
do. We'll take it.
Everybody
We'll
is
certainly take it.
I will be calling Nintendo post haste to tell
Poodle
them.
do, I choose you.
See, it works.
I mean, you
Poodle
know,
doodle do, where are you? We got some Pokemon to catch now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You know, I think there should be more hats. You're setting a good example, Brian.
I
You
mean,
are
not to
setting a good
outshine the pins. Pins have been a trademark of the Tricky Bricks live stream extravaganza, but you know,
Yeah. It is a big part of our milieu, if you will.
you're
I
what?
made a slightly disturbing discovery over here with this entirely posable elephant. Are you ready? I don't know.
Yeah.
Be ready to avert
dear.
your eyes.
What did you do to it? I don't
It's
understand.
eye holes except the ears.
Oh,
wow.
But the fact that you didn't realize what was wrong with it is a testament to how messed up it was initially. The design for it.
There are so many attachments on this
Man,
thing.
that's the Avatar version of it. That's the Pandora version of it. Because they always have those flap things on Pandora.
Right.
So let me see. I'm looking at something real quick.
What's
All right.
that?
So I was just looking at our YouTube channel, and we have done 658 episodes in 2 years.
Of each show, like Sunday, Wednesday, Friday.
Counting
No, total of all the shows we've done
Everything.
in the past
Wow.
2 years. It's 658 total shows. And I
300 of which were done the first 30 days of lockdown on Instagram.
Right.
In stop motion.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's like, you know,
That's at least
that's-
1,200 hours.
yeah, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time.
that
And
is so many opinions about Lego.
and we've had and we've been so fortunate to have people with us that whole time. And yes, and Kim is right. That's not including Instagram, which started 2 weeks before this show.
Yep.
And we're kind of like at the 2-year mark with this one.
That also
So-
doesn't count Twitch, does it?
That does not count Twitch either. So there were, you know,
That's
we're talking
another 1,000 hours.
definitely well over 700 shows, you know, between all of them. And now Monica and I were talking. Monica, please remind me in the chat how many things you said today, or how many challenges we've had, because we were talking about it, and it's, I believe, over 60, like well over 60,
I can believe that.
which is just incredible. And then like when you kind of multiply that by the number of entries, like, which is always some, you know, has been varyingly between like 20 and I think our biggest one had like 50 or more when we did the Disney Habitats challenge.
Yep.
That's a lot of models. And there were people, I mean, I know like Monica and several other people who have submitted something to every single challenge. Like it's incredible to me, and how fun that we've all been able to inspire each other to build that much. Because that's a lot. That's dedication. That's a lot of building. So
Have you two taken a moment to reflect on how much people have been a part of this whole thing and how many lives you've impacted over the course of these shows? Because it's really incredible, along with the community that is over here across all of these 600 plus hours of content you guys have done. It's incredible.
Well, when
Thanks,
I
Brian.
think, thank you. When
That's
I think
true for
what
me.
we've
I didn't
all
know you
done
guys.
together- Oh, sorry,
I
you
met
go,
you-
Moto.
Well, I met you guys through the entire YouTube streaming experience. So that's how we became friends.
Yep.
So I'm a great example of someone who was influenced by you and, you know, joined up, and it's been the small sticky sucky fish on the side of the big shark for all this time as you carry it through the ocean.
You are the cutest remora.
Yeah, I get to clean your teeth.
Well,
it's been a conversation. It's been a huge conversation back and forth. And if no one tuned in, we would have, you know, done fewer episodes.
Well, I mean, honestly, like that was for us, that was something that, I mean, we don't talk about that honestly or think about that a lot, just because we're doing it because we enjoy it and having fun and so excited for everybody to, but you know, there were definitely times especially during the darkest parts of the pandemic when we were, you know, I was really, really struggling with, you know, mental health issues and all kinds of things where, you know, I would be feeling particularly bad. And then we would do a day, like a challenge build. And we would come away with it afterwards. And I was like, you know, I'd be like, honey, we like inspired people to build, like we inspired people to make things and create and hopefully, you know, and that was always a source of, joy for me and really, really helped me through some pretty dark periods.
And by dark periods, I think, are you referring to when your hair was really long and tied up in a torn up t-shirt?
Oh, that was one of them. That was definitely one of them. That was a dark time.
Well, I think we set out with a couple of goals, right? A few goals. Connect with people, be conspicuously positive and cheerful, and inspire people to build together, and be absurd. And I think while our goals are always changing and growing, I think we accomplished those things. Like, do you think we made it to absurd?
So you got to bring back Ms. Thing too, because I'm concerned about Ms. Thing. We have not seen her for a very long time.
Ms. Thing is right here. She's here too to make an appearance.
Goodness.
That was Angela. Okay. I know you. It was there. They look similar.
No, I could tell from the tape on the fingers
but they are fraternal twins.
Flynn, you're not supposed to let them see your hand.
They didn't see my hand. Nobody saw that.
Actually, you know what? Flynn is the puppet.
I know. Actually, yes.
Are we gonna have to bring back all the characters? Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's awesome. This was what a lovely thing from Pink Wheels 3. I love this. She says, you were all such a relief in our first days of lockdown. I could get Natalie to work through her digital schoolwork if she wanted to watch us in the afternoon.
Yay! That's an awesome story. And Alexander 23, I have loved watching your Lego journey. And also your collection grow exponentially in
like 3 weeks. Well, and I think that
he's like Locutus of Brick. He just keeps us stimulated.
Well, I mean, that was the
that's a good one, Moto.
Thank you. I got a couple zingers left in me, man, for this Friday show.
Thank you, Chris. I did, and well, you know, the thing that that I always was amazed at, and I would say it a lot, especially in the early days of the show, was we literally watched people's like experiences and building grow throughout the show. Like, I wish I had the time to kind of show a timeline of everybody's work but I mean, like, some of the people I know, like ones that always stood out to me were Lana and Vanessa Zaccardi and their journey of building and how different their builds are now to what they were when they started and how much they've grown. And it's been a really great thing to see.
Like lands, I think they learned a lot about color work and landscaping and snot techniques, but they didn't need any help with storytelling. Right. I think narrative was right there from the very beginning. I've learned some stuff,
you know, and
then the baby adventures,
and then even the baby adventures, and you know, they're not the only ones. Like everybody, like I've just been watching everybody slowly up their game, like whenever it would come to lighting or, you know, how to take a photo or any of those things. It was just incredible, and I'm so proud and excited to have seen everybody make that journey.
And I'll remind the two of you specifically that during the pandemic, when it was the height of lockdown and all of that, that is a time where everybody was totally taken off guard, didn't know what the next move was one way or another. And the fact that you guys had the courage every other day, every week, consistently throughout that for people, it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of discipline and a willingness to put yourselves out there for people and be that light throughout all of it. So the fact that you've been able to do that and bring so many people together through Lego, through being shining lights of positivity that you are, it's been incredibly inspiring. And I've been so happy to be part of the community in the chat, on the streams, whatever. I'm glad that you're still doing the Sunday show, and I'm glad that, you know, you're moving forward and doing things that are very important. And a couple people in the chat have been like, oh, it's the end of an era and blah, blah, blah. But I'm always the guy that looks toward the future thing, the next thing that you're doing, that next pasture. And you're going to be having your stuff in the Lego house and continuing to inspire people in this community and all across the globe. So that's just my reminder for the both of you that what you've done is incredible and inspiring. And I thank you. And I know everybody in the chat thanks you for all that you've done for all of us in the past 2 years, and what you will do in the future, wherever you take Lego as a hobby, as a career, as a everything. So thank you.
Well, gosh, thank you, Brian.
That's incredibly
Thanks.
kind, Brian. Thank you. And you know, I say this, you know, often, but I really do believe it, is that like we couldn't have done it without all of you. So like everybody in the, you know, like everybody in the chat, everybody who has ever agreed to make a guest spot on the show, you know, like, and the unending support of our Sunday crew who like show up week after week. And I know I've heard a couple people say, you know, like, oh, some Sundays I get up and I'm just like, oh God, I can't do this. But then once they're here and doing it, they're so glad they did at the end. And that means like the world to me, like to know that people, because I feel the same way, you know. And I because there were definitely times during, again, like some of the darkest parts of the lockdown where I was like, I don't know if I can do this today. I don't know if I can put on a smile. Like, I don't know if I can be, I don't know if I can be that light, like you were saying, Brian. Like, I don't know if I can be that light because I don't feel the light right now. But but it was easy once the camera came on and we started our little banter and just like talking with people in the chat. It, again, I always came away from it at the end going, I'm so glad we did that.
That's that perseverance and courage.
Well, I want to, I don't know how many people in the chat know this, but so Flynn is the engineer for the show. In addition to
Means
being
I push a lot of
my
buttons.
co-host, he's done all of the programming, which makes all the transitions smooth and the screen look the way it does, and get videos to play when they're supposed to, and download people's things that we didn't find for the submissions at the last minute while keeping a patter up. Well, the two people on the screen in addition to us right now were a huge, huge source of technical information on how to get things successfully streamed up onto the web. Yep. And I just want to thank how your, like, this brain trust here was an enormous source of not only confidence when flying by seat of your pants,
yep,
you know, but just really elevated the whole experience. And we found the Lego community at large to have been, you know, boundlessly generous in that way, but specifically Brian and Moto, you two.
Yeah, and I will add on to that by saying, like, what an incredible I don't know, just like how incredible it is to me that, like, even when, I mean, because Brian and I, you know, we still haven't met like in real life. Moto and I and us have several times, which is awesome. But like, even all those miles and all those time, the two of you were always there, no matter what. If I had a question, if I had stress, if I like wasn't sure what was going on, the two of you were always made time for me. And I can't tell you much that means to me and has meant to me, and I'm just so grateful to you both for that,
including at the last minute before streaming sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely those
I'm
times.
grateful that I was able to invest early. You know, you talk about like an angel fund or a seed fund for a startup. I mean, I'd say the return on investment has been well worth it. there's definitely been that goodwill, Lego vibe, and camaraderie multiplier from the investment made. So you guys have really taken that and run with it. It's not just it's a community effort. So you're welcome.
And when I say it's a pleasure and an honor, I mean it. So anytime,
except
and every time.
except for people peeping you, because I'm just distracted by the number of handwritten notes behind you. Oh, we shouldn't even discuss that.
Somebody sent in 5 separate packages of Peeps to my P.O. box, and I think they're disgusting. And they wrote in every single letter, in every single package, "Stop peeping me." In every single, I got tamales Peeps, I have coffee Peeps, I have berry Peeps, I have regular Peeps. I don't like any of them.
No so you're just hanging out with your peeps.
Yeah. I'm hanging out. The Peeps are here. There they are.
I guess. Well, speaking of Peeps who we're hanging out with, there's one in the green room right now.
Excellent.
One of my favorite Peeps. It is Yano's here to join us today.
Yay!
Hi, Yano. Great to see you. How's it going in your glamorous chair?
It's so modern around you.
Yeah, I'm joining you from my wife's office today.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, what I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of like riff until LCT, which is in about 5 minutes. Yep. And then we will dive into looking at first a little video presentation from Yano. And then we have everybody's builds to look at, which I'm very excited about. There's some real gems.
Is there any like 1 minute thing from the crypt just to check that off one last time?
Oh, well, I do have a thing.
We do have a thing from the crypt.
And it's a redux because I will I figured this was a good. Well, this is because it's
redux from the crypt.
Redux from the crypt. It's a
highlight. It's a highlight. This is going to be a highlight wheel. You know when they were running low on budget and they needed to make an episode to make it to the 20, and they just started to cut together all the fragments of memories of the former.
I chose this one because it was actually, I believe, now I'd have to go back and look for sure, but I believe that this was actually the thing that kicked off Thing from the Crypt. This was before it was official and had like an animation and all that,
or a sponsor,
or a sponsor, exactly. So let's see, we've got here we go, and and speaking of redux, this is the redux animation of Thing from the Crypt that Yano did based on my original animation of Thing from the Crypt. So
meta.
Here we go. All right, so I've got I'm sorry, our hostess is coming. Oh, look, here she is. Thank you, Angela, for bringing this awesome piece in. So this was one of the very first things that we ever showed from our collection that kind of turned into Thing from the Crypt. And with that
dreamy Parker Stevenson.
Parker Stevenson, the Hardy Boys Mysteries lunchbox. Metal lunchbox, the kind that would cause serious injury. Sorry, honey. The kind that would cause serious injury.
Especially since it was filled with a glass thermos and some Twinkies.
Right, exactly. So
Wonder Bread.
So there was that side, and then there's this side where you get a sort of a better view. And there's Sean Cassidy singing a song. And I think you need to relate your dad's.
Yeah, so for anyone who didn't know, and you can tell by his striped shirt there, this was the 70s, maybe late 70s. There we got feathered hair, Parker Stevenson and Sean Cassidy. And every now and then Sean would sing on the show because he was a famous pop star. And my dad would be sitting in his chair watching the Hardy Boys with his family, rather than the races or a football game. And he would say, is he going to sing again?
Well, and
He's not going to sing again.
Not only was he a famous pop singer, but he was the brother of David Cassidy, who was famous for the Partridge Family.
Keith Partridge.
And then this was the thing I think that really, this one sent a lot of people. I remember a lot of people talking about this, and that was their awesome van that is on the bottom of the lunchbox.
That round window. Hi, Matthew Builds Bricks.
Sorry. Yeah, exactly. That van, Angela. That's the van. So
thank you, Miss Angela.
Pretty cool. She's waving at you, Yano. So that was the.
I'm glad you explained that. This is the kind of hard-hitting commentary you can expect.
That's
on
right.
The Build and Chat. Wilfred is here.
I know. Bonsoir, Wilfred. So yeah, that was one of our very first thing from the crypt things.
And I think it's no secret how grateful we are to Yano for her work on these animations. But this is just another example of where someone just like appeared with expertise, like awesome color sense and design sense and all of this experience as an animator, and just brought the top of her game to these wonderful, for no money, for not like major exposure, just like here, have these wonderful animations.
Yeah, it was a really great,
thank you,
fun, and I mean, I say collaboration. It was really Yano did the lion's share of it. I made a little song and kind of gave my opinions here and there, but
that's still a collaboration for sure, because it's not something that I would have created without you all.
Sure.
I mean, in a way, it's even a collaboration with like Modos, like even though he wasn't necessarily like having conversations with me, I was like studying everyone's things and building based on what's in the backgrounds. Like it really it's just a fun way to be inspired by all of you.
Real quick, can I tell you my favorite part of this show out of every single time it goes on?
Sure.
The second it gets to 45 minutes on the clock, chat is like, now it's time for cookies. Now is the time. It's not you guys saying it, it's chat saying it. Now is the time.
I know. They get it, and sometimes they let it slide, but man, especially back in in the old days, it would be like just like nonstop.
Well, people
Literally.
have left meetings.
Yes, people have left meetings. People's animals know.
Why don't we do that? Let's do this for the last Friday. Let's try to populate as many Logan cookies into the chat as possible.
Get some cookies in the chat, everybody.
I want to see how many cookies we can get in there.
That's right, everybody. It is time for the pause that refreshes. It's Logan cookie time.
He gets so excited.
He does get very excited.
And he always wants to
here
use
it comes.
the side entrance.
The cookie lanch. Well, I'm having to mod these and show them.
Okay, can you touch one?
Look at all those cookies,
Oh,
Logan.
wow, you bounced.
Look at all the cookies. Those are all for
Just
you.
for you.
Here we go. And yeah, you get extra today because you are so good. You've been a little celebrity this whole time. And whoa,
That was pretty skillful there, pal.
Charlie the Golden has nothing on you. You are so sweet. And it looks like we've got. Is that your? Oh yeah, he's done. He's like, okay, cookies are gone. I'm finished. And let's see, we've got. Oliver, and I'm sorry, I forget Oliver's friend.
Oliver's fallen asleep. What do you guys think? You want some treats? They're still a little camera shy. There you go, Nico. Little toothless puppies. Here, we'll give Oliver at least a little bit of screen time.
Oliver and Nico, yay!
Up here, Oliver. We go to the same
Oliver has
hairdresser.
eyes.
I wish we could hold Logan like that, but my arm would fall off.
What do you
And
think?
we've got it looks like who else is here? It's Splishy and Splashy.
They're just chilling.
They're just chilling. Hi, Splishy and Splashy. Good to see you. And okay, so for and actually here, let's do this real quick because I see Brian has a friend also. One of the most epic memes now on the
They're like the Bert and Ernie of water pets.
They are. And so, okay, so, you know, it's funny. I realized the other day that we've been doing a lot of these jokes for so long that they've just become memes and nobody really knows like where they came from. That really hit home when a lot of people were like, I love the coral thing, but I don't understand like what's the coral thing. And I had to like explain it a couple weeks ago. So Splishy and Splashy, what was that?
So my dad is in the chat sometimes.
Yes.
And he actually, I told a story and he picked up on it about when my sister and I were very small. I don't know, 6 and 8 or 7 and 9. And pet rocks were a huge. Hello.
She's comforting
Ms.
you.
Thing. Thank you. I'm feeling very comforted. I can't see your hand at all. So my sister and I came up with pet water because we had one of those seal a meal in the bag food sealer things, and we dyed the water, and then there was pet water, and we wrote up a whole little thing for it. So that's for my dad, and Moto of course took it and sprinted with it. Oh, wow, just like in 1974.
Oh, wait, this bag is leaking. Oh, crud.
Yeah, no. Don't do that.
No.
Nope. Not on the computer equipment. Nope. Hey,
Oh,
wow.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Maybe
God.
Frozen would be a little better there.
Pet ice. Yeah,
Nice.
that's the Pokemon evolution of pet
Right.
water. Pet
That's
ice.
the 2020 version.
Well, I love
2022
how
version.
Moto just brought it right around to Lego too.
Well, and then so then another running joke we've had for a long time that you see every time in the opening sequence was Thunderman. So Thunderman was originally a character created. Thunderman TM was a character created by Holly's son Vincent with the Mighty Men and Monster Maker, which was one of my favorite toys from when I was a kid.
Which was a thing from the crypt.
Which was a thing from the crypt, exactly. It all comes back to thing from the crypt. But this is Vincent's original Thunderman drawing. Whoop. There we go.
There you go. Looking
Actually great.
winking a little like Tony Danza.
Yeah, I thought he looked like Tony Danza. And then that led to
Well, look at his font work at the bottom too.
yes. And that led to an appearance by Thunderman on a Sunday show. And then eventually he made his way. Yeah, there were minifigs made. And there we go. And then eventually made his way into the opening credit sequence.
That was also the
I heard he was
first
at Brick Ass Case, but I missed him. I missed him by like 5 minutes.
I
man.
know you always are just like coming in right when he's left.
It sucks.
So yeah.
So that was actually when the fashion legend Thunderpants.
Oh yeah, then there was the whole
were
Thunderpants thing.
born.
Oh my gosh. And then of course, Ms. Thing like came about in the very, very, very earliest episodes when we couldn't get our top camera to focus.
Well, it would every time so we've got a build going on, and every time we put our hand in, the camera would go "Meh," and refocus refocus. So before Ms. Thing had a name, she was docked to the mothership
Yes.
in the living room.
And she just, so she came on as a way to focus the camera. So this is like all your history of Tricky Bricks memes. And then, of course, there was Clicky, who came about as a riff on Clippy, the annoying paperclip guy from the. And for a while, I even made a little graphic that said, I see you're having trouble focusing your camera. Can I help you with that? With a picture
And he
of
would show
Clicky.
up.
And he would
They
show
would
up.
show up.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I think my mom is here. Hi, Mom.
So what we're learning is that we took source material that most people don't know about, made a tenuous connection to Lego, and made it so absurd by giving it a lot of focus that it loses entirely its original meaning.
Yes.
So I think the push towards absurdity has been successful.
Indeed. All right.
So much patting ourselves on the back here.
What?
One of the amazing things.
Joseph. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I think that speaks for itself.
Oh, Merman is right here. Bubs, don't worry, he's never far away.
Ethel Merman?
No.
Moving on, we have a. I figured now's a good time to show Yano's video.
Oh, cool.
So let me share this video real quick, and here comes another one of my technical marvels.
Do you have any kind of preview words for this video, Yano?
Yeah, well, I mean, I came and talked about it a little bit when we originally premiered it, but basically, I was animating everything before the song was actually recorded. We had lyrics, and I had no idea how long it was going to be. And I was just really inspired, and especially because every shot in it is so small. I was like, I'm not going to build this whole set and not animate more than the like second and a half that might appear on screen. So so even though the final product is, I think, 45 seconds, I animated about 2.5 minutes worth of stuff.
Wow.
And became all the little interludes and everything. So, and then I later, before I dismantled some of the sets, I animated myself into it just briefly. So this is the supercut of like everything that I animated for
All right.
what you see.
Let's check out the supercut.
Break intro, take 1. Action.
Right, like a lot of this is in the little Zoom Brady Bunch montage at the end.
Yeah. Viewer mail.
Top cam.
Wow.
I always wondered how she built that.
Now I can do an updated one with Liz.
Yay!
And the whole clicky family. And this just reminder me that mosaic is built by coordinator.
Yep. That was incredible.
So funny.
Oh my
Do you have
goodness.
any idea like how long overall it took you to make all that? Because I know stop motion is not quick.
The building takes way longer than the actual animating, honestly. Because
Really?
a lot of the actions are just, you know.
You know what I really appreciated
for months.
I really appreciated your director's cut was the new IMAX proportions compared to the standard widescreen view that it was cropped down to. So
that was great. We'll have to, with your permission, put that up on the channel as a video, because that is that's so great. And what a fun.
And that's music from my band as well. And yeah, previously I had released some of those clips on my Femme from the Block Instagram, and then my Patreon supporters got it like the week that it premiered, so they all got to see it early, and this is the first time the general public gets to see the supercut.
That's awesome. Wilfred calls that the mellow version of the opening credits. It's like we could show that version on NPR.
Exactly. Hey, how's it going, Brick Snap?
Love said it's the Yano Snyder cut.
It is. It was like the director's cut. Well, I mean, I'll never forget seeing that for the first time, because we didn't see it for the first time until we all watch it together.
Right.
And it was so hard not to watch it. It was so hard not to watch it. And still, it's one of my favorite parts of our show, is getting to see that. Like, we get to see it every time, which is a blast. So
the moral of this story is, if you say, "Hey kids, let's put on a show," and you mean it, like, it actually, I don't know.
I know everybody will join in.
Yep.
yeah, just a quick ahoy hoy and away we go.
Exactly.
Well, another huge part of the show, of course, has been everything that everyone has built. So many builds.
So many builds.
Ooh,
That's a great segue.
Thank you.
Cannot
Thank
wait.
you. I thought it was pretty subtle. What about you?
Nice way to move things along.
Before you guys get into that, I do have to bounce out of here, unfortunately. It's
Of course.
Thank you,
Totally
Brian.
understand.
So thank you once again for having me. This is obviously not the last time I'm sure I'll be around here, but thank you everybody for being here and supporting these guys every single week and every single Friday, and Sunday's still happening. So, we're still around. It's all good. We're, you know,
and Tricky Lug meetings too.
And Tricky Lug meetings, where there's one tomorrow. So
there
Brian,
you go.
can you tell people how they can find you if they don't already know?
Yeah, I am everywhere across the internet, including YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Brian Saviano, Brickstone Brian. I do gaming, some Lego stuff on the side, and everything across the internet. So hit me up on the socials if you want some, semi-quality entertainment and more hats. That's what I'll be doing.
all right. Thanks for coming by, Brian. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Later,
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Very nice. Oh, always good to have Brian on. And I was also too, like, I know we talked about this on one of our earlier celebration shows, and we haven't actually had one of these in a while, but like the number of Lego designers that we got to hang out with on the show and interview and talk to about their process. And there are more of those coming, which I'm very excited about.
Can we? Who were some of them? There was Mel Caddick,
Wes Talbot, Tiago Catarino. We've had we had Ben Alder, who was the creator of the fan creator of the Winnie the Pooh set. We've had Justin Ramsden. Oh my goodness!
Amy said hello.
Master Amy did a quick hello video for everyone. I know there's more that I'm missing.
Aaron and Boone.
What?
Those two.
Aaron and Boone. Although that was pre them.
I knew them before they were Lego designers, guys.
Yes.
I'm just saying,
of course.
Just
Matthew Ashton, vice
Matthew
president
Ashton.
of design, came and talked with us, and yeah, it's been a truly singular experience, if I do say so. But let's look at some builds, shall we? All right.
Yep.
I have a
here while you bring that up. Oh, okay,
yes,
cool.
while I bring it up,
it's already up.
while I bring it up, what?
Nothing.
More coffee?
Yes, more coffee.
All
That's
right.
what I
I know
was-
this one.
There we go.
Do you know how many cups of coffee 600 and some odd episodes is?
It's a lot of cups of coffee and a lot of squeaky doors. And here, I'm gonna just for now, I'll put this back up while we're waiting. Yeah, the builds are gonna be fun.
I already ate lunch, guys.
You need lunch?
I already ate lunch, so I don't have the coffee cup around.
Oh, okay.
Also, just to remind everyone, I still have 2 tiny dogs asleep in my lap.
Okay.
Just
Just a
out of
reminder, just so you know. Oh my goodness. Let's see, we've got here. So I know we were talking earlier that we're going to have a different format for review videos, but we've got some really cool reviews coming up, including a whole Jurassic World episode that we're going to do. So that's going to be definitely look forward to that. And then there's a
That's
couple
what you
of
should
others.
call it. A whole Jurassic World.
And I can't say any more. There are others that I can't talk about, but I know these Jurassic World sets have been, people know that they're coming, like Lego. They're even, you can see them on Lego's website. But the one I'm really looking forward to is the T-Rex escape, the one that has the brick built T-Rex with the turned over car. Okay, I'm going to I was going to save this for the review video, but I'm going to just say that I watched Jurassic Park fully through for the first time ever in my life 2 days ago.
Like the original first movie?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And the CG still looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. Well, I mean, I got to say, like, it just wasn't in my... It came out at a time again, like when, especially like in through the early 90s, like a lot of the stuff that came out in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, like Richard and I were in our 20s, living in San Francisco, living our best gay lives in San Francisco.
There wasn't a lot of screens.
There wasn't a lot of screens. And there also wasn't a lot of, I mean, quite frankly, a lot of money to go to the movies. Like that was their,
no smartphones. I would just get a call on my pager and off I would go.
So definitely, so that was a new experience for me to actually see the whole thing. And I have a lot of questions. But like, hi, I'm a grandfather who's going to invite my grandkids to go on a tour that has never been tested before with live dinosaur, carnivorous dinosaurs, and I'm not going to go with them.
They'll be fine.
That's really terrible grandparenting, people.
Well, wait,
No, that's exceptional grandparenting. That's what grandparents do. They come over, they feed your kids a ton of sugar, they get them all hyped up, and then they take off. And then the parents' problem to deal with it.
Well, I mean, before the year.
What are we missing here? That's the perfect grandparent. That's exactly what grandparents do. They set up a whole bunch of mess for the kids, and then the parent figures have to come in and like sort it all out.
Well, I think before the year 2000, kids basically did everything unattended, right? Climb Everest, walk to the store on their own.
Yeah.
Code Unix operating system commands just because they can.
Yeah, I still very fun. Well, and then also too, like they bring in the dinosaur experts that were like, wait a minute, you are only doing the females. Well, these particular females are the most ferocious of all. I was like, did you not do any like work ahead of time? Like, did you not at all like look into this before you decided to? I don't know. It just seemed like there was many mistakes made in that particular.
Oh yeah, when Starfleet pushes the boundaries, they always save the universe. But you try with dinos, wah wah.
All right, let's head back on over to that slideshow.
Not a moment too soon.
Exactly. All right, so
color.
This is from Alexander 23Z. I wanted to showcase in the Final Friday episode the community that has grown into what it is today. Welcome to the Tricky Bricks nightclub, where you can be yourself and have fun. I wanted to thank Tricky Bricks for everything that they have done for us all. Y'all made a family that will continue on to the end of time itself. Thank you for accepting me for who I was and allowed me to discover what it meant to build without fear or be looked down upon. From the bottom of my heart, I love y'all and thank you so much.
Vice versa.
Thank you so
it's
much.
Been wonderful meeting you and seeing your builds and your amazing positive energy.
Yeah.
And thank you for putting in what I think is a large amount of sig fig redux of the community in here.
Yes, there is, and here we'll look at the next one. Now, one of the
Wow.
slides was in a format that we couldn't show, but there is this one, and I know I see Richard and I. Richard is the white spaceman, and I'm the guy next to him with the teapot.
I think I
Of
see
course.
Kara.
Yeah, I see the back of Kara.
He included so many amazing little nods to the community, and I encourage you to go check out Alexander's Instagram, where you can see more pictures of this, and more, like I said, one of the pictures for whatever reason wouldn't load up. So,
And of course, I always love to see lighting truss.
yeah, exactly. And if I didn't say hi mom, my mom's here. So awesome. This is I almost hit the wrong button. I'm not used to doing slides on this one.
Bold color.
Yes.
Definitely. The floor is so good.
Yeah, I love
I just
the
want
floor.
I want that many printed wood elements to be able to make a countertop like that.
I'm not much for crowds, but I want to go to that club.
I know, I totally would be there. And I love the coral background with the paw print on it. So
And the
good.
VIP section with all the couches.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Queen of Links, for the link to Alexander's account.
Okay, this
Ooh.
is from Amper Up. Tribute to most of my builds from the past year or so. Also, the jail cell that the Thestral stands upon does contain Liz, still in prison for her crimes against Thanos. That's right. This is the mirror universe. I just need to push that out of the way. The
Yep.
mirror universe, Liz.
Yay. I'm loving that the creature in the background on the right.
That is cool.
The big dragon.
Yeah, with the
It's got a little
articulated
baby
legs and
as well.
wings.
And lots of and of course I love those yellow leaves. One of my favorite Moto memories is coming into the Lego store in Portland, and Moto's there stacking those leaves up out of the pick-a-brick wall to put in cups.
As a community service.
Yes, he's like, here, I've been stacking some leaves for us. We had a lovely time stacking leaves.
Yeah, the ladder legs are really cool.
That's
As
awesome.
Drew points out.
And there we get another view. Oh yeah, there's the ladder legs again. Very nice. Thank you, Amper Up. That's awesome. All right, this is from Brickanista.
Because it's got that's not Chubbin, that's Batmanda.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. There's a whole thing here. Thank you. This is from Brickanista. Thank you, Flynn and Richard, for taking the time to host challenges over the last 2 years. It's been a pleasure learning from you and seeing your artwork as well as the artwork of the members of Tricky Lug. These 3 photos are my submission for the last YouTube challenge. I missed the fairy tale challenge, so here's a new one for you. Pixel the Pixie Panda tells us the story of 2 Lego Masters from season 1 who started streaming a show they called Tricky Bricks, first on Instagram, that then went on YouTube.
Yay!
That's awesome.
I
Good
wondered
coffee
what
maker.
facility was.
Yes. So they worked daily to grow an audience and educate us in the ways of the brick in their home-based studio. We came to appreciate such features as Logan Cookie Time, Ms. Thing, Thunderman, and a whole host of characters. This is also where Super Sewer Baby, his adventures, and a host of Super Baby Justice League characters were born. That's so
Check out the
awesome.
lighting.
I know, it's so realistic. Like, that's actually really what it looks like in here.
It looks like that's the reverse of the first build too, because you can see the leaves poking out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cool.
Yep, is on the backside. That's awesome. And
Oh wow.
and as all things change, Flynn and Richard will be spending less time in the studio and more time together, taking adventures as they sail off into the sunset and on to Billund, where they will display their art soon. It's been a good journey for all of us, and we wish you well.
Cute.
Well, I wish we could take our piece to Billund in a sailboat.
I know.
You know, like no bumpy road.
Just a 1 month voyage at sea.
You know, Just minor things like hurricanes might, mess it up a little bit. But
Well,
you guys could. Nothing says you can't take 90 days worth of food and put yourself in one of those cargo shipping containers.
Oh, there you go. Well, thank you, Brickany. So that's a lovely, what a
Awesome.
lovely tribute and lovely group of models. Thank you so much.
And I wondered where Super Sewer Baby had gone. They
I
were,
know.
they were behind us.
They were
all the
behind
time.
us the whole time.
It's the new elf on the shelf. It shows up in different spots throughout the month.
All right.
Oh, a 3-hour cruise. That's a good one. Good one, Don.
So this is from Bubs and Lava Bat. Oh, and it says here, read in dramatic voice. I will
Okay.
do that.
Do you need to warm up?
Awesome.
Oh God, that just reminds me of that one time where everybody wanted me to read theirs in a German accent. Oh, it was so, I still apologize to Germany for my terrible accent. All right, so this says, soon Thunderman will return, more epic and awesome than ever before. He will finally meet his greatest threat, Treevil. Don't miss out on the next adventure of Thunderman. Coming soon, just after I finish my Jaws animation. Hope you like this teaser. I love Treevil.
Treevil is so disturbing.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's only one half, and it's kind of got that floating in midair, but the lighting effect also makes it look like it's ghostly.
Yeah, I love
Like
it.
it's not really a solid thing that's there. That's so awesome.
I love that Thunderman is sort of over his shoulder.
Yes.
It's so
Over his shoulder,
dramatic.
but you can still make out his chiseled jaw.
No, I actually really love that. It's a really great combination of pictures. It's very funny.
It is. And if anyone hasn't gone to Bubs and Lava Bat's channel and watched the Thunderman animation, which Flynn was a voice actor in, as was I.
Yeah, and we actually did a little the premiere of it here on the show. It was
Right
really
here.
fun. It was great. Right here on the show. All right, that's great, Bubs. Thank you so much.
So good.
Treevil. I'm gonna have to remember.
Okay, so
Oh God! Oh my God!
this is from Jake Sadovich. He mailed this to me like almost 2 weeks ago. This is so good. So what's the funniest Lego color on Tricky Bricks? Dad, stop. It's coral.
Oh my God, Jake!
So if few people got our coral meme, I think fewer still will get this.
And
And it is so spot on.
And Jake said that that the coral thing was his favorite running joke from the show, and so he wanted to create a tribute to it. And yeah, this is again from, if you didn't know already, from The Walking Dead. There were memes abound when this show was on. I guess it's still on, but when these two characters were still on, and Carl became Coral, and there were tons of Coral memes going around. And I love that this is like perfectly recreated, all in Coral.
It's spot on to the meme.
So good.
It is spot on.
It's just like that meme.
It is. It's perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
And I love that it just says C block in the back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They were at a prison after all.
Well, and it was particularly dramatic.
yeah, it's just this is too good. So look the meme up if you haven't seen it already, but it's like
Yeah,
a perfect recreation.
Just look up Carl the Walking Dead and you'll get that.
Rob Ketcherside
Coral-
says, yeah, when I
Coral Walking
searched
Dead.
for Coral, he said, hang on. Yeah, when I searched for info about Coral, all I got was this meme. Walking Dead Coral is just this meme. Too perfect. Too perfect. Oh, Yano is getting coffee. All right.
Yep.
I totally understand.
And now Yana's screen is being hosted by her two dogs.
I know.
They're right there.
It's
Well,
called
they're at the very bottom.
it's called the Skittles effect. All right.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you, Jake. I love this so much.
Oh,
It's
wow.
too good.
You have to print that out and put on your fridge. That's fridge worthy. That is.
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
This is from Darren Siegfried. And Darren says, first of all, I would like to thank Flynn and Richard and everyone involved with Tricky Bricks and Tricky Lug. Everyone helped me through the rough COVID times, pulled me out of my dark Lego time, encouraged me to build what I love and not to be afraid to share my builds publicly. The wonderful Tricky Bricks YouTube opening created by Flynn and Yano and bringing on guest stars has always reminded me of the Hollywood Squares game show. My build combines the two thoughts together. Enjoy. This is too funny. I love it. So there's Moto, Holly, Cara, Blair, me and Richard, Logan with the cookie, Clicky, Yano, Femme from the Block, and Thunderman. And I love the abbreviation of Thunderman's name.
And I submit this as evidence that this person knows that Thunderman and myself are not the same person. They actually understand.
True.
Everybody else has these wild theories, but
you're on opposite ends.
I love that we're standing all in.
Oh, well, where else? I mean, come on. And so there's some, let's look at some of the close-ups of the, why do I keep doing that? Let's look at the close-ups.
It says press me.
I know. So there's we can see Moto, Holly, Cara, Blair, the two of us. And I love that Logan has the cookie.
Well, he also got a mark. He's got an X. So somehow he got the question right.
I love that like Blair is almost just a mustache at this point. Like,
right? Such a clever.
Well, have you ever met Blair?
You're walking around in a fog and suddenly an orange mustache comes out of the fog.
Well, I got to say that is, of course, inspired by Yano's brilliant recreation of Blair in minifig form. And it reminds me, Yano, remember when we were looking for those, and that's all I had was two. I was like, I think I have two of these, and I was fortunately able to find it. Hey, El Nerd, how's it going?
I missed whose build is this?
Oh, this is Darren Siegfried.
It's so cute.
And then here's the bottom half with Clicky, Yano, and Thunderman.
You know, Clicky's bigger than I thought.
I love that Clicky is kind of like jammed in there.
Yeah, Clicky's like barely. Clicky is superhuman sized, man.
It's also very clever. You notice they ran out of L's and used a T. That's
yes.
Your mind just fills it right in.
It's really good. And the Logan sitting behind the chair with the cookie and also laughing at the thought that Logan would ever sit still that long. Like, he's definitely not a Skittles when it comes to sitting in a chair.
I'm sure there's a cookie right off camera that's like
somebody's just like holding it.
It's on a string, on a fishing pole.
Thank you, Darren. This is just fantastic.
I like the use of a blue base plate to give a colored background too.
Yeah, and the X's and O's are very cleverly done as well. Too good. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one is from Drew. It says, I was feeling isolated during the pandemic and loved to see friends live in my home, taking my mind off the rest of the world. And I love that our show is represented by two friends characters very appropriately. But I love this limited color palette, and the lighting is just fantastic.
It just draws you right in. And the mesh grills above and below remind me of so much sci-fi I've seen. Like the lighting designer says, hey, set designer, we got to put holes in the ceiling and floor.
It's really, really cool. And it's also very symmetrical.
Yep.
Which is great.
Like he's in a vault.
Mm-hmm. And if you've ever been to Drew's house, it looks exactly like this, just so you know. This is an accurate representation. Oh, wow. Look at all those beautiful greebles. Oh, my goodness.
I love the vault door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Door is really great. Well, all of it. It's just so fantastic.
Yeah, just so atmospheric.
Drew says, limited palette. There's more than Star Wars sets. Yeah, it's really, really quite beautiful.
I see old gray. I see dark bluish gray.
I know.
There's some translucent and some silver in there. You know,
there is, right.
A little
Well,
bit.
the little bit of color made such a difference. I'm just wondering, it makes me think about a series of pieces with giant Star Wars ships and like one Friends mini doll in bright color. Like,
Yeah.
all that gray and the one little bit of color changes the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fantastic. All right.
Oh,
So this
This
is
has to be Fabufan MKE.
it is from Fabufan MKE, and it doesn't. I don't have any description here for whatever reason. There's no. I don't know if they didn't
I
include
don't think
one
it
or
needs
what,
it.
but
dang, that Lego Masters logo is sweet.
yeah, this is really fantastic, and what a great like little. You can kind of like pick out all of the little Tricky Bricks things in the heart. Let me see if I do not. I have to throw this. I keep reaching for my Stream Deck to move the slides because that's how I do it on usual Friday shows. But
Well, it's got lit buttons with cute little.
oh, I thought we would get a close up. Anyway, so it looks like we've got the Disney pins on the bottom, right? We've got the coffin
Thing from
for
the
Thing from the
Crypt.
Crypt. We got
Mail time.
viewer mail time. Oh, you didn't do a description. Very good. We got like micro buildings. We've got Fabuland, Lego Masters logo,
Clicky Liz.
Clicky Liz, the gears,
Coral.
Piece of coral.
Oh man, this is just too wonderful.
That Fabu Logan is hilarious.
Yes,
And then I'm pretty
Fabi Logan is great.
I'm pretty sure these figures on the top of the heart are you and me too.
Yes,
With like super classic faces.
Yep, that's so wow. I love this so much.
I think he built those for the the square challenge or like no curves, whatever that was.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right. Oh my goodness.
They're so cute.
It's really what a fantastic job. Thank you so much.
And you see that face on the figure of me on the right there?
Uh-huh.
That's actually what I look like.
Yes, always surprise. Wow, thank you so much. This is fantastic. All right, well let's. Okay, so this is from Hooded One. It starts off with coral. For the last Friday show, I thought it was appropriate to make a slightly larger mosaic version of the Tricky Lug brick, but with not enough coral pieces, I had to get creative with some other colors. The Friday show was always the beginning of the weekend for me. I couldn't think of a better way to spend my time than with everybody from Tricky Bricks, Tricky Lug. I hope to see you again on Friday in the future. That is awesome. And I will say, if y'all remember, Hooded One is the one who actually got us those coral Tricky Bricks bricks. It is because of him that happened in the first place. So a very, very appropriate
Thanks
thing
for that
to do.
too. That's made a lot of people really happy.
That is so good.
Wow.
I know that is a lot. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of little one by ones.
And the line of Tricky Lug bricks at the bottom.
Yes. And I think at this point we've given them all away, with the exception of the two that we kept for ourselves. But we've given all the other ones away. They've all are out in the universe with a grateful Tricky Lug member. So thank you, Hooded One, for this wonderful build, and also for the wonderful bricks. Super appreciate them.
I appreciate the italicized pound sign too.
I know it's very clever.
It is impressive. Yeah.
All right. Oh, so
Wowzy, wow.
So this is from the Hornburgers. The very first Tricky Bricks build challenge we participated was entitled Fun in the Sun, where we created waterfall gardens. In honor of today's final Friday slideshow, we reimagined waterfall gardens, utilizing techniques we've learned over the past 2 years while staying true to the build's original humor, and also adding in a bit of Tricky Bricks love with Coral and Liz. Wow. I love the new and improved version. This one on the bottom with the big tube. So good.
I think the fountain is really lovely. This is another space where I just want to go right there.
I know. I want to look, dive in closer.
It's got great landscaping and rock work.
Yeah, it's just and really, really beautiful. And and I gotta say too, the Hornburgers have been another one of those families like the Zaccardis that we've seen and watched their building grow and building as a family, which was so meaningful for us. I know we didn't mention that earlier when we were talking about inspirations and stuff, but hearing from people that there were two things that really, really hit me. And that was people coming and saying, my family is building together because of watching your show. And then the other one was, and obviously I'm not going to name any names, but definitely had several parents reach out to me and say, hey, I just wanted you to know that my kid felt comfortable coming out to me because of your show. And that was like incredibly meaningful. So those two, those two things were among my favorite bits of feedback from people.
That was another of the goals of the show from the beginning, was to create a safe space for creating art.
Absolutely.
Yes, and a safe space for people to be whoever they are and whatever they are, So fantastic.
Well, I love the shape, the lines on this. And also the top down view in the lower right is really cool.
Yeah, this is it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Hornburgers. Ahoy, hoy, Hornburgers. And I have to say, the Hornburgers were like steadfast sponsors of Logan Cookie Time. There was a long time where we didn't have to buy any Logan cookies. Just say that. Fantastic. And
wait, if they provide the cookies, don't they get to put their Hornburger emblem up on the stadium? Isn't that, they get naming rights, don't they?
Totally. Oh, this is awesome.
Wow.
This is from Judy MT. Judy says, today we find Liz in her coral and rainbow room reading fairy tales to a school of fish.
I love her scallop shell chair.
This is so great. And I love her little book. And I love the fish too, all the different colors. Wow, I'm obsessed with those green, with that yellow green fish.
That green that's not glow in the dark.
Yes. Hey, KK Bricks is here. Hello.
That's just our name for it.
Yeah, the glow in the dark, not glow in the dark. And I love the rainbow, like the trans clear rainbow colored studs in the back. Looks really great. Nice. Spot says everybody's going to lose their voices saying coral. Oh, and can I say how glad I am that those bricks come in coral now? That's so great.
Also, this is
I can't believe it's not glow in the dark. Spray.
So this is a minifigure.
It is. It's like the margarine of green.
That is the most meta you've gotten.
It's the margarine of green.
I can't believe it.
I don't know. Okay, that is a terribly stupid. I mean, that's going even further.
What, you were just doing an impression of Fabio?
There was actually an I can't believe it's not butter spray. Like it was like in a pump bottle. Yeah, and Fabio did the commercial for it. He said, I can't believe it's not butter spray. It was so weird. Well, what are you gonna do? All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, Judy. This is wonderful. I love, how much we love Liz and Coral.
Oh, I wanted to say one of our most attended build challenges was the minifigure habitats. Like you said,
Disney
those Disney habitats, right? And we've seen lots of people making habitats since then too.
Yes. I love this bubble like city world land thing. So this is from Kat Harmon. And Kat says, I haven't been a viewer for long, only since my advent calendar of cats a few months ago. So I've decided to make a place that I would like to hang out with all of you. This is my modular fly center, complete with skate ramp, climbing walls, swimming pool, and of course, indoor skydiving tube.
Man,
awesome.
I want to go there.
My Lego building skills have improved so much due to these challenges. Thank you for making such a welcoming environment where everyone feels so appreciated. That's wonderful.
I love the compound curved blue roof. Those
Awesome.
two sort of spaceship parts opposite one another.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. And just the tube bottle thing is really fantastic. Yeah, the skydiving one. Now I have to say, like, no, that's actually that's skydiving I would actually do, because I would never in a million years ever go skydiving. But that would be fun. That thing where they blow the fan under you and you're like, woo! Yeah. As long as they don't turn the fan off while I'm up there, would be fine.
Wow, the attachments on the Fly logo are nice. Are there's studs on those curve pieces?
Well, it's a jumper. It's a jumper.
Oh,
They snuck a jumper in there to make it look like a tile, I think.
That's really nice.
It's really Fly.
Yeah. It is Superfly.
It's very cleverly.
We have 5 or 6 more of those.
Yeah, at
It's like
least.
that before.
I love this. It's really great. Thank you so much, Kat. All right. This is...
Is that the rock climbing wall?
Oh, I think this might actually be the inside, because there's the rock climbing wall.
Look at all that tile work.
I know.
Yeah, and I love the triangle tiles.
Yeah, I gotta say I love the combination of green tiles, and that's not something I've seen a lot of, like in floors. And I love it.
Well, and the spool for the rappelling rig is great.
Yes, and of course mermaid, because of course mermaid. I do love a mermaid. Oh, and there's the skating ramp and the rock climbing wall. Oh, I love the rainbow bear is about to go skating down the ramp. So good. Fun. All right. So this is from Ansel Ketricide. And Ansel says, Jeff is out hunting for clickies when he witnesses a truly astounding sight. A herd of wild orange brick separators on the run. And behind them in pursuit, he sees... This zombie is great. And I love the coral, the seashell little pistols is great.
Will you go back to that last slide?
Uh-huh.
Look at the kneeling position with that leg.
Yeah, that's very clever. It's very, very clever. He sees you can fill it in. He sees cool stuff. A Martian. A bald Frankenstein.
Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you count the minifigures, this is 9 pieces to tell that story.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. There's others. There's a
couple of
piece
little
up there
ones
too.
Ansel has been watching videos on using Lego legs differently.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, they look great.
That's a great little trick there.
Yeah, great technique. And then I think Rob is saying that last one was his, I think.
Well, the last one was his.
Oh, they're two
Wait,
different.
really?
Two different makers.
Oh,
Ansel and Rob did
you're right. I'm sorry. I get it. Yes, this is Rob's. Quick Draw McCoral takes out another bad zombie. After last week's revelation about the true origins of Coral, I learned about the cowboy kid who survived the zombie apocalypse. Here's my take. Okay, sorry about that. I thought they were a combination.
I think this is now my favorite episode of The Walking Dead.
I know. This is awesome. So good. All right. So this is from Monica Berry.
I'm going to be back in 1 second. Don't
Yep.
go away from this.
I gathered most of my remaining mocks and several pieces of memorabilia related to the show and people I've met through you guys. The self-portrait was sacrificed for my new mock. This is so great.
Awesome.
Like, just absolutely lovely. I wish I could pull in closer up to it. But this is really, really fantastic. I see the snake. And I also want to say, like, Monica has done an amazing job of every challenge coming up with another little mosaic lettered sign for each one. And she has been instrumental in helping take a lot of the pressure off of us for those build challenges, as well as Maraid. The two of them together have really saved me a lot of time and stress. So thank you both for that.
And we see that famous green footstool.
Yes, the famous ottoman. A Monica build would not be complete without that. I have to say. Whoa! Holy bananas!
That's cool.
This is gorgeous.
Wow.
Monica says, I remade and upsized my favorite mock. The previous iteration was called Ascending, but without the stairs or the character, this doesn't make much sense. Not sure what to title the new version. I would have to think about that, but this is absolutely stunning.
I think it should be entered in the art category at a convention.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. And it's one of the, we see so much of really fantastic builds that are scenes and minifigs, and I love to see these sort of more artistic, when I say artistic, I just mean like art gallery style,
like art for art's sake.
Yeah, it's just
it's like Rothko. You see a Rothko and it's completely abstract, or a Frankenthaler. This is kind of like the Lego version where it's gorgeous. It doesn't have to be representative other than it's just beautiful.
Exactly.
And then seeing this in person, like seeing as you walk around the shine play across the bricks and how 3D that curve is.
Yep.
I'm sure it looks even more lovely in person. And I want to sit on that couch.
Yeah, I know. I want to be on that ottoman.
Oh, it's an ottoman.
That's
what you were talking about.
It's kind of like our little thing that we keep our board games in. All right. And then I think we get a shot from above. It is nice. It is just like the thing that we keep our games in. It's just a different color. Monica, it brings us even closer.
Yeah.
Matching furniture.
Furniture twins.
This is, and I love this view from above. And what just a beautiful, like the color change is just really lovely.
It really is.
Oh, all right.
Looks like a cascade. Rainbow cascade.
A brick cascade, perhaps?
Well, I didn't want to go there, but yeah.
It's a tile cascade.
It's a brick cascade, I guess.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Ooh, very nice. This is from Ms. Slow Brickta. Ziff, pow, kaboom. I wasn't there for the beginning of Tricky Bricks, Tricky Lug, but Tricky Bricks and Tricky Lug were definitely there for the beginning of Ms. Slow Brickta. While it may have seemed that I have burst upon the scene in an in-your-face kind of way, TV does that, I have been and will continue to be thankful for all the support from this group that I received and how everyone supports and encourages one another. And then I believe there's another picture. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So this says, Flynn and Richard, along with Logan, are the foundation of a seemingly random assortment of individuals who may have never otherwise banded together. As the support structure, I am happy to have finally met some of you in real life and hope to meet everyone even more as our paths cross in the future. I hope each of you see a little something of yourself in at least one of these minifigures, and thank you. This is really great, Dawn. Thank you so much.
So is that's a standard Lego piece, that amazing vest that she's wearing?
Yeah, isn't that Parker from Hidden Side?
Yeah.
Ah, righto.
Wow.
Well, I gotta say, like, I don't want to say that we didn't launch anyone. I wouldn't go that far, but to me, it's amazing that our little Tricky Bricks, Tricky Lug family gave way to 2 new Lego Masters. Like, that's incredible to me. Like, that just blows me away whenever I think about that. This is wonderful. Thank you, Dawn, so much. And I love the little Tricky Bricks brick at the bottom. Fantastic. Like, and I remember when Ms. Slow Brickta first started building for the challenges, And again, another person who we saw grow incredibly in their builds, and also kind of came out of the gate already like sort of partially fully formed. Like her builds were exemplary from the first one. I just remember the one I really remember is the one that she won the contest, or the build challenge that we did, where she did her childhood home and it had like the river outside. It was absolutely just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That's the one I really remember too. There were like cattails, there were fish under the water, like a lot of details. I mean, she does have Lego runs in the family.
Yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
Whoa! What?
Well, that is a great use of the snow people eyes. Oh wow.
Yep.
This is from Spot the Magic Ninja, and it's called Tricky Clicky.
So good, Spot.
This is outrageous. This is so cool.
Wow, supersized axle.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, and the fact that it's made out of clickies, like that's outrageously cool. Wow. And I love the characters different. And that backdrop is great. And yeah, you're right. What a great use of the snow person eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great.
Well, we know that's a tricky connection there.
How did
too,
they
right?
get that
The snow person's
orange?
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He posted, if you go to Spot the Magic Ninja's Instagram, he posted how he connected.
So cool.
So good.
Very, very cool. Yeah, definitely check out his stuff, because it's really, he always has really great builds whenever he's done builds for our challenges.
I feel like Tricky Lug has helped to elevate the brick separator.
It's true. All right.
Is it elevate though? Is that the right word?
Sure.
Okay, sure.
Hey, I gotta run. Oliver's being very fussy, so I'm gonna take him out.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, Yano.
Bye, Yano.
Thanks
I'll
for
be in
coming
the
and
chat a little later, but
okay, and thanks for everything that you've done to make, the Tricky Bricks Build and Chat what it is.
right back at you.
All right.
More adventures to come.
Absolutely. All right, we'll see you later, Yano.
See you later, everyone.
Okay, this one is from. Is this? Sorry, I gotta look this up here. I think this is. No, I don't think so. I think this is Vanessa.
Yeah, I think it's Vanessa Zaccardi.
Yeah, this is from Vanessa Zaccardi, and this is. Vanessa built a new robot as a memory from the first challenge our family did back in May 2020. Also included is her reference photo. Oh my goodness, that's right, the robot challenge. Oh my goodness, that's been so long. This is Vanessa's. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Oh,
Yay.
that's so cute.
Wow.
Really captured it so well. Fantastic. So good.
I'm jealous. I wish I designed that robot.
I know, right? This is Lana Zaccardi. Lana is resubmitting her Baby Tricky Brick show from the Logan challenge. I love it. That is so good.
With our clock. And by the way, that clock still has a future.
It does. Well, that's your clock. That's the clock on
that
top
one.
of the case.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we used to have partial clock build.
We did have,
sitting over
yeah, it's
there.
true. This is awesome. I love this. And I love the Friends dog representation of Logan. And I need that Lego cup with the flaming marshmallow on it.
I know that's what I've been staring at. I've been trying to figure out where the heck did that come from.
That's so good. I love it. Nice. Okay,
oh, wow.
And this is from Rob Zaccardi. And Rob recreated the first East Coast Tricky Lug meeting that occurred in October 2021.
Yay, that was a great day.
That was really a great day. We got a chance to hang out with the Zaccardis and the Hornbergers at a park in Baltimore. And what a fantastic day that was. So much fun. And what a great recreation, Rob. I love the group photo of everybody. It's
Peeking
so
in the
good.
corner with his hat on.
Yeah. Hello. So good. Look at that. What a great time. What a great time. Yeah, it was a really, really
super
fun
fun.
meetup. And there was, running around. There was nature. There was rivers. There was wet shoes. Like, it had everything.
I think
and really good food.
There were a lot of sort of surprised expressions to see virtual people in reality.
Yes.
We were all sort of...
Flynn, you almost sounded like a Stefan bit from Saturday Night Live for a minute there.
Wait,
it had shoes, it had people, it had stuff. It was...
I know, it had stuff, it had all the things.
The hottest Lego meetup on the East Coast is called Tricky Bricks. Anyway, keep going. Oh, wow.
I know who this is.
Yes, this is from Paint Pusher. And Paint Pusher says, these have been seen before, but they symbolize what Tricky Bricks means to me. History, fun, pride, and friendship. I love that. That's just...
And this is amazing. This is one of multiple rockets he's done as part of his rocket garden, right?
Yep. Absolutely wonderful.
I want to turn on the news and see that going to Mars.
And here is the final. This is another one of Paint Pushers, the sort of like Pride cable car, which, we live in the Bay Area, and cable car is a big part of San Francisco.
Well, and Paint Pusher has a way with trains.
Yes. And where we used to live for a long time before we moved to where we live now. But that's what a fantastic... And I love the little car as well with Krusty the Clown.
And Krusty's representative of most of the driving traffic in your neck of the woods?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Wow. Well, that is... That was all of the slides.
I have one to show.
Oh, okay.
I have one. This is one of my two favorite builds that I did for any of the challenges. One of them was not that exciting on the outside, but it was when I made 3 different automata mechanics with one gear and put them different places on a gear train to have some animals move around.
Oh, that was the Fables one, right?
Yeah, that was fun. And then this one...
Well, you're going to have to single screen this.
Oh, yeah, we will.
We can see it.
And then this one is my
goodness,
Mars rover, which drives around and has a zillion... It's been dusted just like the real Mars rover. It got some Martian dust on the solar panels and needed to have them wiped off for them to function. But it had my own version of like independent rubber band, independent suspension there.
Wilfred says you sent something through the challenge email. Oh, I didn't put together the challenge thing today, so give me a second. I'm gonna get you know how we do. I'm gonna get Moto back up here, and I am going to y'all talk amongst yourselves while I try and find this other image.
You know, I'm curious, Moto. You've made a ton of stuff, and we've seen you make a bunch of stuff, small things, big things, animal things.
Mostly large things, yeah.
Do you have a favorite build that you've ever built? Whether it was for space or something else or on Lego Masters or that we haven't seen?
No, nothing. My personal stuff I like better than the Lego Masters stuff. I do think if I ever manage to get it back together, that Technic's spaceship is freaking great.
You had me at Technic, and then spaceship just makes it.
Yeah, you guys have seen it. You've seen the crystal egg, which is the top third of the spaceship.
Oh, yeah, the super, I can't believe it's squishable construction.
Yeah, the big 7.5 foot tall monstrosity. But I get distracted by making things like cats' heads. I really should just sit down and for like 4 months. I should just take 4 months and put it back together in a better way and just get it, just get my stuff together.
Well, you seem to really be refining a complex organic build technique.
Yeah, and yeah, I would say the polytexture is something I think I'm known for now, with the wolf, with the cat, and Mr. Meows a lot. I think the other thing, now that I think about it, the boxes I'm constructing, those sets that I give away.
Yes, I know intimately.
So I think those are kind of a signature item as well. So if I think of like two things that I do that's kind of unique in the community, those would be the two things. And then the Technic spaceship really is a crazy beast. It's just that trying to figure out how to get something that massive to a show outside of Denver would be something I'd have to solve.
One thing I think seems to go across all of your design, whether it's in paper, cardboard, Technic, plates, is everything fits perfectly, and dare I say, mathematically.
Well, yeah, I measure a lot. I'm very good at cutting cardboard too.
I think measuring makes a difference. If you hang a bunch of pictures on a wall by eye, they'll look pretty good. And if you measure them and level them, something will just be better. It just feels right, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody ever wants a tutorial about how to cut properly, how to cut cardboard and other stuff properly, I could do that. But yeah, it's just years of practice in design school when we used to bake things by hand instead of 3D print them.
Okay, sorry, I'm almost there. I'm very close. Give me one more sec.
It's halfway there.
Click.
Oh, we're halfway there.
You're very close.
Oh!
Flynn used to pull images from the inbox.
Now, you know what? I got to go back and look at this again. Sorry. I for some reason, the one that I downloaded is super tiny and nobody will ever be able to see it. So keep talking, please. You're so good.
I will tell you, I finally was able to reconstruct the pirate ship. It was blown into bits.
What happened to it?
Well, it was in the cardboard box, but you're in a rush and whatever, and mountains. Because this was kind of downtown, and I did one of those things where at the last minute there was a speed bump I didn't see.
Yeah.
But I finally got this back together and a little bit better. It's a little bit crisper too.
Now, do I remember also this is plate construction? Like the modeling of the shape of the hull is all plate bending?
Yeah, it's all of the mixel joints holding it together, so it's completely hollow, and that's how it's able to hang as a hanging sculpture.
Wow.
And then new for 2022 is the pink narwhal in the end. Small art director insisted that the pink narwhal be on the front of the ship. So how can I say no to that?
Well, that pink narwhal is amazing, by the way. One of my favorite little pieces.
Yeah, it's his favorite character of all time.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a funny story from Lego Masters. So the only time I ever talked to the Brickmasters was Brickmaster Amy. Let me pull up the pink narwhal. I just wanted to thank her for all the amazing friend sets because my son was into elves and friends, and she's like, "Oh, no problem." And then that night I told him about it. He's like, "Can you send her a message?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it just for you." Because I was telling him that Brickmaster Amy was on the show and I hadn't talked to her. You're not supposed to talk to the judges, but during a break, I walked up to her and I said, "My son has a message for you." She goes, "Oh, really?" I said, "He thinks pink narwhals are cool." That was his literal message to Amy. And she said, "Well, you tell him that I think pink narwhals are cool too." So that I was like, Brickmaster Amy responded to your message. She's like, "Oh, really? Really, Dad? What'd you say?" "Pink narwhals are cool too." And he goes, "That's awesome." So yeah, pink narwhals forever.
Well, I think if the pink narwhal can have a unicorn horn, then I think horses can too.
And a golden one too. Not just
Very
a regular
cool.
white one, but yeah, throwing a gold in there was the extra little chef's kiss.
Okay, so I have Wilfred's picture here. And he says it's an abstract Tricky Bricks build. But I love it says live, mute, glitch. That pretty much
if there isn't a better way to summarize the final build in all of this,
I know.
live, mute, and glitch would be
That's pretty amazing. And I love the
three
font.
tenets.
Yeah, I love the font.
Yeah, it looks great.
And the colors of the font is so good. And you know what? While I was searching around in there, it had really gotten full of spam, and it was hard to find anything in there, but it's reduced itself somehow. But I found, and I feel so bad that we didn't have this before, but I found Brick Jedi dragon build from a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So I figured I would show that. It's so cool. And a really nice photo too. But I love those pieces that make up the wings, because those are always, I find, hard to use, and
we use
a
those
great
in
job.
orange for our fairies.
Yep. Fantastic.
The use of that curvy brick for the tongue is
I was
really
just
nice
going to say that too. Yeah, I really, really like that. So I had to show that as well. But yay slides, yay things. There we go. But oh my goodness, what a fun show it has been, and we are coming up here on the end. But thank you everybody so much for all the fantastic builds, all the wonderful tributes, and kind words that we had here today,
and for the massive collaboration.
It's true. And you know, the other thing too is, like, this isn't by any means a goodbye. It's just a see you Sunday, really. If you think about it,
see you Sunday, and in person, like all these people we've met, and you know, the people in the chat who we haven't met in person. This is the start of relationships.
So really a really fantastic end to the Friday shows. We'll be I love this. Yes, it's true, Wilfred. Wilfred says, so the last build is a dragon. It's tricky with a never-ending story. It is
not to be taken over by the nothing.
Let me find that one grain of sand. The only problem is you have to name your pet water in order for the land to come back.
It's true.
We're in luck.
So thank you, Moto, for coming and hanging out with us today, and thanks to Yano and Brian for stopping by as well. We will be back on Sunday, and you know, remember too, we are going to the challenges aren't going away entirely. They will be transferring themselves to different shows. They'll just be happening a little less often. And
Tricky Lug will do build challenges.
And Tricky Lug will now be incorporating build challenges. You can check them out, trickylug@gmail.com, if you want to join in for the meeting tomorrow. It'll be at 10 a.m.
It's a fun crowd. You can see people's faces.
You can. It's awesome. And I think it should be a good time. And, you know, Ms. Lubrichta, I don't know if the invites have gone out, but it's always the same link. So if you have an older link, it's the same one. We use the same one every time. And thank you, Brickanista, for the kind use of your Zoom for having the meetings. And, you know, thank you to Maraid and to Monica for all their help with the slides and the slideshows. Thank you to all of our wonderful mods that have been helping out this whole time, to Shane, to Cornado, to Moto, and everybody. And I think that it's going to be, I think Sundays are going to be have more variety to them now. Like I said, we are going to be moving over the thing from the crypt is going to be moving over to Sundays.
Maybe sticker set show
and tell. I know we may see the return of sticker set show and tell, which we actually had last Sunday.
Oh man, I packed those away, so I got I got work to do.
We didn't want to find ours.
And Bubs, we look forward to seeing you at the Tricky Lug meeting tomorrow. Maybe bring something for show and tell.
Yes, and it takes a tricky village, Yano. It's absolutely true. And so, Moto, if you don't mind, I'm just going to pop us onto the big screen for this final
goodbye. Do the final goodbye. That's cool.
So,
Final Friday goodbye.
So, everybody, thanks so much for joining us for all of those 600 billion trillion episodes. It's been a lot of fun. All the challenges. Yeah, 15 years of challenges. Like I said, it's not a goodbye. It's just a see you Sunday. So, until Sunday, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands,
wear your mask
When and where you need
where
to.
you still need to get that the vaccine and get that booster if you haven't already. And we will see you. I'm trying to get to the goodbye screen, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Happy building.
Yeah, that should say just Sundays. Bye.